So, hello guys, Narsimonji Bangalore. And in this session particularly, so what I was just waiting in the previous session to have a sufficient number of participants, though that is still less. Around 60 of you had joined this program. So I just assume that once I take my live session, like proper live sessions in the coming week, at least more than 40 people join those live sessions because it's exclusively for Narsimonji Bangalore guys. I know guys have paid for something, right? And if you're paying for something, then you should like utilize everything. You should like utilize each and every class, each and every module, everything, right? So that is something you should believe in. If you're paying for something, be it like 1 rupee as well, right? You should be able to have full-fledged benefit and reap the benefit worth 100 out of it. Okay, so without wasting any time, I won't be wasting any time in introduction and other stuff. Hope you guys are all doing good. And your MBA is going really amazing. You all guys are first semester people, right? So how's your experience going? Like if anyone wants to share, like just raise your hand and I'll just send you that specific person just to maintain the decorum. Anyone wants to share their experiences? Anyone wants to raise a hand and talk about their experience in MBA? How are things in RC Monji, Bangalore? Anyone wants to share their experiences? अच्छा experience नहीं मिल रहा क्या? Oh, oh. Two people. Okay. You can just raise your hands to that Zoom icon also, right? And I'll be more than happy to see everyone. So the first two who raised their hands as per my screen. Yeah. Okay. So let's start with Mr. Siddharth.
Evening, sir. My name is Siddharth. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible. Yeah. Tell me.
Sir, so yeah, it's been a lot of learning and a lot of interactions, and I think this.
Is this Siddharth's network issue? Or is it
Course
mine?
with you and these upcoming.
I guess there's some network issue on your end, Siddharth, I believe. Your voice is a bit breaking. Yeah, now just go ahead, like just unmute yourself. Okay, I'll just unmute you.
Is it okay now, sir?
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Yeah, carry on. Are you guys able to hear me?
Yeah, so it's been great so far.
Okay, I think there's some network issue on Siddharth's end. So I'll just give a chance to Vyom. Just a second, why is it all stuck? Yeah.
Good evening, sir. My name is Vyom Mankat. So the overall experience has been great. We are learning new things every day. We are meeting new people. We are attending the various guest lectures and seminars. So even the clubs and committees, we are now starting to get the work from them, and we are a part of different clubs and committees. So overall, I guess the experience has been very good because I was not disciplined enough before joining MBA, but in 1 month I can see that in myself that I have become a bit disciplined. I'm not saying I am become very disciplined and stuff, but gradually things are improving, and I believe in 2 years I'll be there.
Okay, and like anyone else? Good, Vyom. Nice to hear from you. Anyone else wants to say something? Has everyone lowered down their hands or what? Anyone wants to add on or say something? Shivangi, okay. Hi, Shivangi. Yeah.
Hi, sir. Good evening. My name is Shivangini Verma. So I don't know why I can't find an option to raise the hand on the Zoom meeting. That's why I put it in the text form. So overall experience till now, sir, it's very overwhelming for me. I did not expected it to be this much of exhaustion, because I was like, fine, it's an MBA, it's a PG course, we must be having different kind of experience. But overall, a lot of learning, because it is pushing us to get out of our comfort zone and put our mind on the right things. It is actually pushing us to think in a very different manner. Whatever we used to think, this is how things work, that is how we used to study, that is how we gonna take the topics. But now it is totally different. Real life examples. It's not at all theoretical. Everything is application based. So yes, sir, lot of learning as well. But I think I am just taking a little bit of time to adjust myself and according to the curriculum as well. Thank you.
Great, great, great. So just carry on with your learnings, because MBA is the best part that you can learn from. And after MBA, you'll be landing into maybe a job, or someone would be starting their own venture, right? So just make full use of it. And I also stated in the previous session also, like where the participation was a bit less, I just told them to make use of every subject, right, that they're going through in semester 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's not only just if you guys are focusing towards making a career into the field of finance, you guys just have to focus towards the financial subjects only, right? So finance being the bread and butter, and apart from that, just go forward towards understanding the other subjects also, because it also helped me in my own career, right? Apart from just paying attention to the finance subjects, I also paid attention to the other curriculums, and that combined knowledge will really help you in roles like consulting and strategy, right? So we'll be having like separate sessions upon roles and all. And any of you, I don't know, I see some similar faces. Maybe I visited, or I've seen you guys in some of the lectures in your graduation time or something, I don't know. Because sometimes I recall like various similar faces in various MBA colleges, like where I go, and even the students tend to recall me that, sir, like you visited my college during my graduation time. I don't know, a few of the faces are quite similar. So like anyone of you from Delhi side? I don't know, like I've given lectures like all over India, but just assuming because I started my journey in Delhi. I don't know. Maybe like multiple Delhi University colleges or IP colleges or Amity University. I might have seen like any of yours, but like keeping the topic aside, right? So like without wasting any time, I'll just let you know that how we shall start with the training program or with the training session, right? So one thing is, guys, I will just suggest you, so like you have the access to the website, right? And in that website, like you have the access to all the modules, and all the modules are completely order wise, right? They start from the very basic to the most advanced level. And also new modules get added right into that particular website, right? It's not just limited to those 50, 60 modules that you might be having on the website, right? The modules, like they keep on getting updated. And then if the number hypothetically is 50 as of now, the number might be increased to 60 or 70, like in the next 2 months or 3 months, right? So that would be a continuous add-on. So that doesn't mean that your journey towards understanding from the modules will end, right? So new modules will get added continuously, and it's a lifetime access that you have, right? So your access won't be revoked anytime, correct? So even if the new modules or new trainings are getting added, like you'll be having access to that, right? So of course, after like 3 or 4 months, like once we are at the end of the closure of this program, and you guys go through your placement training or placement mocks, right? Still new modules will get on added. So keep on watching those modules. Just don't end the training feeling that we are at the end of the discussion or we are at the end of the training and now like it's time for the placement mocks and stuff. No, just keep on watching those modules because new things will keep on getting added continuously. Even after guys complete your MBA and go for a job, new things will still get added and you have the lifetime access. So to continuous upskill yourself 24/7, 365 days, like something new will get added, right? So go through that on a lifetime basis, like till the time you guys are interested in upskilling. Okay, and you should be interested in upskilling, I suppose, because I'm still doing upskilling in my life, and people who have crossed like 40 or 50 years of age and surviving in a corporate world, they are also still doing the process of learning new things and upskilling themselves, right? Because the world has become very complex and dynamic, right? And you guys from Narsi Monji come from a very competitive college, right? Like people demand people from Narsi Monji, right? So you guys should focus upon upskilling throughout your life, because most of the time what happens like people tend to join a corporate, and once they join a corporate, they tend to become lazy. Yeah, like so like we have joined the corporate, now we are earning certain amount of salary and we need not do any kind of upskilling. That's wrong. If we want to survive in the corporate world, or be it like, I would say, any of the field, like you want to start your own venture, or like you want to work in a job in a corporate, you need to continuously upskill yourself. Like you need to be aware what all is happening. Correct. So that is one thing. So modules, refer the modules, right? And also like I'll be keeping live lectures, right? So live lectures will be encapsulating much more in-depth knowledge about those financial concepts, more practical implications, right? About all these concepts that you tend to learn from the modules, right? So all those practicality of the concepts and all the practical applications, right? So all these things like would be discussed from basic to advanced in the live lectures as well. So that is one thing. So any kind of questions you have, be it the modules or the live lectures, feel free to ask me, right? You guys have access to the WhatsApp number also. If not, then please take from Ashay Agarwal, right? So like he can share my WhatsApp number to anyone directly, right? Who has any questions regarding the curriculum or regarding the course. I try my best to get back to people in max to max 12 hours, right? Because I'm in touch with multiple students and multiple people, right? And even my team members are in touch with multiple people, since I am like interacting with you guys personally, right? The Nmims batch. So I'll be more than happy to answer your questions personally as well, right? So please take the number, and if not, I'll be just sharing my number in the chat box as well. It's 9910781189. So that's my number. I've shared in the chat box. Right, you guys can save it by whatever name you want and by whatever name you guys are comfortable with, right? Except Kharus or something, because I'm not Kharus. Okay, guys can feel free to ask all your questions and doubts, right? So कोई भी question है, कोई भी doubt है, just feel free to ask me and ping me on WhatsApp. If you want, yeah, like if you guys want to connect with me on a call, just drop me a message that I want to connect with you. I'll get back to you. I'll schedule a separate time with you. That can be through a call, that can be through a one-on-one Zoom session also, right? So all those kinds of liberties and facilities you have. If sometime you aren't comfortable asking in a group, please feel free to schedule a session with me, right? I might be busy into some other stuffs, my office work, my venture work, but I'll get back to you in max to max 12 hours, right? And give you a time, right? So that is something I take care of, like everyone who is connected with me, right? Like even at this point of time, I'm somewhere outside, right? It is into like some another session. So I just logged in from there only because I didn't want to cancel your session, right? Because at least we have like 35 people and you guys should know how to start with. So modules start kar do, start with the modules. Like any questions, feel free to ask me, right? Live lectures we'll be having on weekends, not to worry about that. I'll be sharing that link. And if just in case you guys aren't able to attend the live lectures, I'll share the recording of the same as well. Okay, but make sure that you attend it, right? So it doesn't mean ki if I'm saying ki recording share ho jayengi, right? The class is zero, right? I log in and like no one joins. This like recording to mil hi jayegi, right? So that should not be the case, because a live lecture has a different experience and you guys can ask in your questions on the spot, right? Why to delay such stuff, right? So because maximum participation with your cameras on will also make me more active and more enthusiastic to teach you guys, right? Because most of the time the cameras are off and all that stuff. Okay. And first of all, it's not a college training session, right? I'm not a faculty of your college, right? With all due respect, you guys can switch on your cameras at your liberty. You can eat during the session. You can drink during the session, except for alcohol, right? So like everything is permissible. So feel free, ठीक है? Because people tend to give reasons कि कैमरा ऑन नहीं कर सकते यार, बाल खराब है यार, ये है यार, वो है. I'm not like one of your faculties, right? I'm just one of you. Few years back, I was doing my MBA from a college. I passed out. I was like one of your students, like one among you a few years back, right? So I know your problems. I know like where you tend to get happiness and where you guys tend to be sad and discomfort, right? It's not mandatory to like switch on cameras, but if possible, then do it, right? Like no one is judging you here, at least not me. Okay. So that is the thing. Feel free to ask me any concerns. And also, I would ask you to start tracking the markets. Like if you guys want to build up a career in finance, right? And if you guys are deliberately interested, so like you guys are also part of the financial extraordinary group, right? If not, then communicate to me directly or Ashay that you aren't a part of that group. I'll add you to that group, right? Because I'm not sure that how many students got added into that group, because around 60 people enrolled for the curriculum, and I didn't count, to be very genuine, that how many people joined that group. So feel free to ping me or Ashay. I'll be sharing that link to you directly and you guys can join it. Because what do I try to do in that group? I tend to post like latest market news and content, be it from be it from like CNBC News or the NDTV Finance or Z Business. If someone has started to watch that, it's really good. But if not, then start to watch it, because that will try to encapsulate the whole summary of the day, that what happened in like one particular day. So I usually tend to share the summaries of like one particular day. And also I tend to share like some of the discussions, right, on mutual funds, right, which like a few of the people in that industry have did. So that will also help you understand about the different types of mutual funds or financial instruments in this entire world, right? About equities, about fixed income, about alternatives, because the world seems to be very easy. But when you land into such industries, these instruments of equities, of fixed income, or the alternative, they tend to be very complex, right? You have like multiple varieties of equities, fixed income, and alternatives. All these things I try to share through the YouTube video from CNBC channel, from Z Business channel, from the NDTV channel, so that you guys try to understand these concepts, because like multiple kinds of conversations happens on smart beta funds, upon ETFs, and different kinds of stuff. So all these things you need to know, because they might be asked in your interview process also, and you might have to deal with such stuff at a point of time in your career, right? So that is one thing. You have to be start watching it maybe like before sleeping, spend at least 1 hour, right, like watching those YouTube videos if possible, right? And I would say like make it possible. Now here I'm not saying to avoid all the late night fun that you guys might be having in campus or like somewhere else. But the thing is, if you guys can take out at least 1 hour, right, like before sleeping, because what do I do? I'm still upskilling myself. So all those videos like which I share with you, I me myself watch them. Okay. Even after I might be knowing that concept, right? But I still watch them. I have to clarify my concepts even further. I have to revise those concepts, because like we are not robots, like we can't remember everything. Correct? So that is the thing. Keep watching those videos, at least spend 1 hour. Because if you start watching these videos, again, similar kind of videos will start to get pop up in your channels, like YouTube channel, right? Because that is the backend AI, right? If you watch the similar videos, then the same set of videos start to get popped up, right? So it's not key, whatever I'm sending, you guys just have to watch that, right? If you find some related link, right, and like which has some more information, just go through that. So like you guys will start to develop a habit, right, that you have to go through such videos, because I try to share the videos from a global point of view, right, from a global point of view. So that is one thing I just try to share for, right? Okay, so that is one thing. Okay. So because like what happens like when you tend to join a firm, right? So a firm like JP Morgan or Morgan Stanley or Goldman Sachs, or like any of the firm that works on a global parlance, right? You need to know about the global markets and not just about the Indian markets. So sometimes try to share videos from Bloomberg TV, YouTube channel, right? And from some other sources where the foreigner people are talking about their own markets, right? So that will really make you more confident in the foreign products and foreign technologies and foreign securities, right? So just make sure you watch that and try to develop a habit. It's not just about knowing the level of Nifty or Sensex or just telling people that buy this stock or sell that stock, right? So like you should be having the reasoning for everything, right? So that is one thing. So start tracking the markets, not just about markets, trying to understand the daily news or the developments that happened in the daily world. Okay. Just try to understand those things, and all the things are shared with you on that financial extraordinary group. And also, once you start watching those videos, some more links will start to pop up. So I just try to share the best possible content of that particular day. So what to just try watching, right? And try to understand. And in case if you don't understand like any of the videos or like any of the particular topic or strategy or a concept being discussed in that particular video, feel free to ask me. Ping me on WhatsApp. Okay, it's not just about those modules and live classes. Like any doubt you have in those videos or like anything you want to connect with me, like in your career, right? Like in your professional life, feel free to ping me. I'll be more than happy to connect with you guys. Okay, so that is the thing. Any questions till now? Like anyone has any questions? You can just raise your hand and I'll just unmute. Any questions? Okay. Yes.
Good evening, sir. My name is Sabari
Good
Mayurnath.
evening. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. How about you?
All good, all good.
I have a small doubt. Like, do we have any prerequisites before the class sessions and all, like for the live classes? Like, do we have to prepare something beforehand?
The only prerequisite is keep your eyes and ears and mind open, right? That's the only prerequisite. And nothing else. You guys can take up a diary or a notebook to make notes if you want, right? But like that is the only prerequisite. And just be positive and motivated towards learning. And feel free to ask me any questions. Again, a repetition, but that is the only prerequisite. Like everything is starting from scratch. So don't worry. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Welcome. Yes, Yadam.
Good evening, sir. Thank you for
Evening.
allowing me to speak. I just wanted to ask, what will be the timeline of the live projects around like?
So live projects would be given to you after 3 months, approximately like
Okay,
2.5 to 3 months. Like once you are like well versed with the program, like you know the concepts, right? Because until and unless you don't know the concepts and I share the live project, like you won't be able to do anything, right? So first the understanding is important. And then I'll be sharing the live project, and that live project like I'll be giving a separate session because you guys might have like different interests, right? Like someone might be interested into equity research, someone might be interested into portfolio management, right? So as per your choice, your live projects would be allocated to you, right? So that would be a
okay,
discussion during the placement mocks. Okay,
okay, sir. Thank you so much.
no worries. Yes, Siddharth.
Good evening, sir. I hope I'm audible this time.
Yeah, you're audible. You're audible.
Okay. Sir, so my question is this. It's a very specific thing related to what you just said. So I really resonate with what you just said, and that being that we shouldn't just know about what is going on in India and the Nifty levels and all of that, and we should have a global understanding of things. And that exactly is the issue that I'm facing. So I am a bank Nifty options trader. I'm profitable and I invest in all of that. But so I constantly seem to be sticking to the Indian markets. Is there any sort of systematic way? I understand that I have started watching your videos that you've posted also. So is there any sort of systematic way to get in touch with the global market as well? Because we get a lot of news articles, mint
Okay. I got his question.
subscriptions, everything is there. But most
Mhm.
of the time we just read it for, okay, chalo, this thing, that.
Correct. So see, the thing is, like once you go through the modules, right? So once you complete approximately 60% of the curriculum, then separate modules are started for the global markets. Okay, like you have separate modules for the global markets. So that is the best systematic way to understand the global markets. So the ideology behind is first try to understand the Indian markets, and once like 60% of the curriculum is over, separate sessions are recorded for the global markets. Okay, and even the live lectures would also be kept for the global markets. Okay, so not to worry about that. So go systematically. Like once you try to watch the modules, so like you will be having a clear-cut understanding. Okay, that we are trying to begin with the journey for the global market systematically because like everything has been touched from scratch. Okay, like with the global markets itself. So not to worry about that, and also like keep on watching the YouTube videos like which I share. Okay, that is one thing. Okay, so that And it's so interesting that earlier I saw like two guys joined the Zoom call together, right on one screen. And now like both of them have separated, but I'm assuming that both of them are like within the same hostel room only, right? Mr. Nikhil and Karan. Yeah. So that like within all the faces, I remember the faces. So that is the somewhat problem I have. I don't forget faces, and that is the thing. So just, and that shows a perfect example of being comfortable, right? And that is what I want from all of you. It's not a lecture, right? Where you guys would be thinking कि दो जने एक screen पे नहीं बैठे हुए हैं, and like faculty would say something. No, just be comfortable and watch the session, right? A perfect example of being comfortable. Both of you guys, Nikhil and Karan. I don't know that how much you guys are comfortable in your classes with faculties, but that yeah, like your mates would know. But like that's a good thing. So be comfortable and you can join in the sessions, right? And like any other questions. So way I will just say, just focus upon your continuous learning and upskilling. Start with the modules and start watching the YouTube videos. Okay. So like no hesitation, feel free to ask me any of your concerns. Okay. I'm there because I've gone through this part. I've gone through my student life some years back. And I know like what it takes because like most of you guys might be, I would say, overthinking much. Like it's just our first semester and what we need to do. Like we should be like managing our CGPA or like we should manage this curriculum, right? And like what like should we do? Because the seniors say that getting a CGPA of 8 is minimum or like 7 is minimum. Right. So all these kinds of nuances and problems tend to go on in your mind, right? Because I was a part of the same boat, right? So the thing is, focus upon your subjects, like not to worry about that. Okay, because subjects are your bread and butter, of course. Try to get a good CGPA, right? At least a 7 CGPA, I would say, like just for a safer mark, right? Like just to get good companies. Because once you get a good company, after that, no one will ask for CGPA. And that's a reality. It's just for campus recruitment purpose, right? So that is one thing. The practical world is a bit different. It then just takes you like on the basis of your prior experience. That's it. So that is one thing. So just focus on your academics, on your learning, on your modules, everything, and the YouTube videos. And feel free to ask me any of the questions. I'll be just scheduling the live lectures for you, like proper training live lectures, and you'll be getting the notifications for the same on the group. Any questions? Any questions? I have nothing more to say, but like any questions you have. Guys can raise up your hand. I'll be happy to unmute you. Yeah.
So I just wanted to ask, whenever the lecture would be conducted, how long would the duration would be
It would be between like 1 hour to 2 hours. Like between
on
1
both
to 2
the
hours,
days?
depending upon the topic. Shall not cross 2 hours.
Okay, okay, fine, sir. That's
Okay. Any of the questions? Anyone? If not, Karthik. Yeah, Karthik.
Good evening, sir. Sir, I had a similar question. I had a friend of mine during the CAT preparation who was into forex trading. I got to a bit gist from him. I started investigating it a little bit, but the basics that I need for forex, I feel I'm lacking in those. So how should I go about them? That is what my question was.
So what I will do for forex trading, if you wanna deep dive like specifically into forex trading, right? Then there are some training programs from the NISM also, right? Like which are specifically into the forex trading. So maybe I can refer a few of the programs to you, like specifically for the forex trading. Just like ping me on WhatsApp personally. I'll just recommend a few of the things to you. And also like I'll be happy to share like some study materials with you, right? Upon forex
Yeah,
trading. Okay.
yeah,
Answer the
that would be
question.
great, sir.
Right. So just let
Yeah,
me know like
thank
any
you.
questions you have, and I'll be more than happy to connect with guys like who are into forex trading currently. Right. If you have something. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
No problem. Yeah, Shruti.
Good evening, sir. Unfortunately, I'm not able to switch on my camera today. I will definitely switch it on from the next class. I had to, I like the first 5 minutes of the session were missed out for me because of the network issue. Will the recording be available so that I can catch up on the content I
Yeah,
missed?
I'll share the recording. So first 5 minutes, right?
Yes, sir.
So nothing much was done in the first 5 minutes, not to worry about that. Okay, but I'll still share the recording. Okay,
Sure, sir. Thank you so much.
no problem. I guess like Shruti, like you just wanna hear, like we're still waiting for students to join. Like we have around 15 people with us, and we should still wait for more people to join. Yeah, Shruti. So like if you wanna hear that, you have that 5 minutes exposure with you. So not to worry. Like you'll be missing nothing. So not to worry about that. So like no offenses, okay? Just don't say कि मौर्य ने मुझे ऐसे बोला, so like I won't be joining the classes from next time. Okay, so join the classes and learn to the best, because I'll make you enjoy finance and investment banking. Okay. Any more questions, or we can just wind up because it's already an evening. And like, is it raining in Bangalore? Because Mumbai is very heavily raining. Because I'll be visiting Bangalore in July end. I was like planning to have an offline session with you guys, but you have some academic event like during that particular week. So like we couldn't plan anything. But surely like if I visit sometime later, I'll be more than happy to visit campus. So guys, start with your learnings and feel free to get back for any questions. So happy learnings and enjoy the rest half of your evening. Okay. So take care, stay motivated, stay happy, stay blessed, and all the best for all your future endeavors, and start your learning. Okay. Chalo, carry on, carry on. Goodbye, guys. See you.